Okay, now that you have it drawn in Sharpie and you've erased all the pencil, we can start coloring. And I've already started to color with some light blue. Basically, you want to try and find either two different blues or a blue and a purple. And you can always turn your paper over and kind of test out that those are the same color. So I'm going to try and find a different blue. Is this one the same? That one's different. So now I've got two different color blues. Okay, so I'm taking the lighter blue and I'm doing stripes, curving with the wave. So imagine they're going the same direction as the wave. Don't do them up and down, don't do them side to side, but have them curve like they're part of this curling wave. Then we don't want to go in this top part. This top part's going to stay white because it's the frothy part of the wave that kind of bubbles up. So this right here and this right here stay white. But everything else we're going to color in blue. And whenever you color, you really want to make sure you're taking your time and not scribbling, staying in the lines, not just going everywhere you want, but taking your time. Going in and around all of these little hooks and pieces of the white. And if you need to turn your paper, sometimes it's easier to color when you're turning your paper. So we can do that. And whenever I color, I always want to try and go in the direction that the thing I'm drawing is moving. So again, I don't want to color up and down. I want to color with the wave, going in the direction of the wave. So I'm going to not do any of these parts because it's the white frothy part. Not do any of these parts. You know when you take like with a bubble bath, at the top of the bubble bath there's bubbles and they're white. That's kind of what we want this to look like. So I'm going to go back and color in my whole wave so it's blue. And I'm taking my time, not scribbling, turning my paper so that it's always going to make it easier for me to color in one direction instead of going up and down and over or going with the wave, right? We're riding the wave. And once I get my whole wave in there, I'll be ready to start adding stuff in the background. So let's pretend, I don't want to take all of your time by showing you coloring the whole thing. Let's pretend I've colored in my whole wave, okay? I'll just do a little bit more. Remember, I'm not going over this part because it's the frothy part of the next wave. So I'm only coloring this inside parts. Okay, let's pretend that all of this is colored blue and all of this is colored blue. Now I'm ready to do the stuff in the background. Now, if you remember Hokusai's video, he had a little mountain back there. So I think I'm gonna do a little purple mountain. So I'm gonna find a purple. And remember, if you need help finding the color, you can just turn it over and test. And I'm gonna draw a little volcano in the back. And it's gonna go like this. Kind of like a triangle. The top is kind of curved. Now it's got some snow on the top, so I'm gonna do a little zigzag line. This is gonna be all white for snow. And this is gonna be colored my purple mountain. Now we can add whatever we want else to it. Maybe you want to do a sun or some birds. Maybe you want to do some buildings in the background, like there's a town back there. You get to decide what you want the rest of this to look like. But basically we want to get the wave in and we want to get a mountain in. If you want that mountain exploding, we can do some lava coming out, right? Maybe the mountain's erupting and it's got lava coming out. And maybe some smoke. You could do some black smoke. You get to pick exactly what you want. So Take some time and color in your wave how you want.